While vulnerability may be called an emotional weakness by some, others see it as just the opposite. It takes courage to show your true colors, and it's often a more confident person who's willing to take the social risk. But sometimes, the most vulnerable among us are the ones who don't realize it. That's why we turn to astrologers to see who has this trait. Watch on for their insights about which zodiac signs are the most vulnerable, from slightly sensitive to completely emotional. Before we get into the video, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you're new. Now let's begin. Number 6, Virgo, August 23 to September 22. As the perfectionists of the zodiac, Virgos crave a structured environment and regular routines. They are the living juxtaposition between being a steady earth sign, yet mutable in their seasonal positioning. This inconsistency makes the sign feel vulnerable when life's plans go off the beaten path. However, part of their perfectionism is never showing weakness, so, likely, you'll never observe Virgo's vulnerability. Number 5, Aries, March 21 to April 19. This passionate sign craves attention, yet fights to be independent, and all that fiery ambition can lead to bad choices and impulsive behaviors. You might think brash Aries is far from being vulnerable, but guess again. This sign is susceptible to things like rich quick schemes. They jump into things before looking at all the working parts and variables. Number 4, Leo, July 23 to August 22. Fierce Leo is a natural leader. They're exploding with creative ideas and love nothing more than being in the limelight. But when they fail to be the center of attention, they feel insecure and deeply vulnerable. This sign's well-being relies on the positive perceptions of others, so when this is compromised, a weak and self-conscious person is unveiled. Leos can also suffer from a fear of being forgotten or misunderstood. The ego is a fragile thing, and Leo wants to embrace their sensitivity and bring it to the world. If rejected, Leo can be crushed, so it's necessary to find the balance between self-love and the approval of others. Number 3, Scorpio, October 23 to November 21. As a water sign, Scorpio is emotional above all, but they work tirelessly to hide this vulnerability from others. Scorpio loves to present the image of stoicism and strength, and similarly expects these same traits to be demonstrated by those around them. However, whilst they may often appear overly sharp or intimidating, these are simply the emotional walls they build around them for protection. But when their feelings are hurt, there's a good chance they'll lash out with their pincers and stinger, like the scorpion. Constantly covering up their true feelings is what gives this sign the reputation of being mysterious and secretive. Number 2, Pisces, February 19 to March 20. Pisces is the dreamer of the zodiac, viewing the world through rose-colored glasses. They're the type to take in a stray animal or help a stranger in need, which can cause them to be taken advantage of. While fellow water signs Cancer and Scorpio have hard outer shells for protection, Pisces are left completely defenseless, and thus vulnerable. Because they absorb the emotions of others, Pisces can easily get overloaded. Though their generosity seems endless, they often use their imagination to tune out the cruel, harsh world. And being detached from reality is certainly a vulnerable place. Number 1, Cancer, June 21 to July 22. It's probably no surprise that the most emotional zodiac sign is also the most vulnerable. Ruled by the mysterious and changeable moon, Cancers have a hard time keeping their anxieties and insecurities under control, and are very easily hurt by people. This vulnerability leads them to rely heavily on friends and family for emotional support. But this also means that any sign of rejection or dismissive actions will send them scuttling back into their shell. Cancer is constantly searching for safety, security, and well-being. And they want to know that if they show you their feelings, they won't be teased or ignored. However, if you've earned the trust of this sensitive sign, they will be incredibly loyal and nurturing to you in return.